see what you put in the chat. Good evening. Welcome to KH No Filter Football. We are here for the call-in show. As you may have seen earlier, we were going to talk about Chelsea Liverpool preview. We will touch on that. But if you want to come on and discuss what's happening in the last hour or so on Chelsea Twitter, Chelsea transfers, Zuma off, Zuma on, Kounde in, 50 million euros, less 20 million less than what was advertised. Saul possibly coming in as well. Will Chouameni now come in because Monaco are on the verge of going out of the Champions League qualifiers? They are literally seconds ready. I'm probably behind. They're probably already out. They're probably already out already. Huh?
They've just blown the whistle.
Yeah, blowing the whistle. So Monaco are out. So it's a Chouameni deal on. We're not going to talk about it a lot. We're going to get you guys on very soon. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. And it's 1.2k subs. If you want to look at any links, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, go in the description below. Like and share the video, please. If you want to donate to the channel, you can do by putting super chat in at the bottom. I'm here with the regular guys. We're here with Will. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. A lot of news today, so it's been quite cool.
What a news. Kai did not vanish anywhere. He just
it's been given. It's through.
Kai hasn't vanished anywhere, guys. His dad's just visited him after 2 years, so they're spending some time together. He'll be back next week, possibly even on the weekend for the Liverpool reaction. But we do not know. 10 of you locked in. Thank you very much. Marshall, how you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Like you said, there is a lot to talk about, and I cannot wait to discuss amongst with you guys and also amongst with the chat. So let's see what you guys have to say today.
That's the risk you take, Taddy. It's the risk you take sometimes, on Discord especially. Very sorry about that, man. But, you know, there's no filter
Kai
on Discord
represents
as well.
him and his views only.
Yeah, Kai, let Kai be Kai. That's what we say.
Kai is Kai.
Chris
Yeah, there you go.
is here because we couldn't find anyone else. No, only joking.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Only joking, real Chris. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing good. I just realised who writ bagged on my name.
I changed that days ago, Chris.
I was there last fucking stream too, dude.
Just want to say, those keeping tabs, Chris lost on fantasy football this week.
On the job.
I didn't lose.
In terms of the points, you are.
Have I lost a war yet? No.
Below, but I'm saying you're bigging up the first week, so not big.
Just remember, I was like behind on the Euros fantasy, and I came out on top of all of you lot. So
You never were behind.
Yeah,
I was behind some of you. Not you, of course, because you was at the bottom.
Oh, fuck you, Chris.
Good
Well,
Lord.
we're not too far away from you, Chris, but we'll see.
Okay, do you know what? We'll leave the Chelsea Liverpool thing to a bit later because obviously massive news, well, loads of news, shall we say, is broken in the past hour and a half. Sometime around maybe 8:45, something like maybe even just before 9 o'clock, stories are breaking that the deal between Zuma and Chelsea was off. It was off, not happening. Different.
Zuma West Ham.
Liverpool fan here subbed. I'm going 1-1 draw for the show. Oh, thank you very much, Josh. It's a pro. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Joseph CFC, big up panel, smash that like button. Yes, smash that like button, please. Turn your notifications bell on as well. That's very important. It tells you when we go live. And even 30 minutes before, so you can plan ahead. So about 8:45 or so, news breaking, Kurt Zuma deal was off. All rumors coming out what it was. Was it West Ham? Was it the agent? Blah, blah, blah. Then about 10, 15 minutes after that, or even probably even less, the deal was back on. So, okay, everyone was going, okay, well, that can happen. Transfer window. Then afterwards, Damasio, Italian journalist who's got pretty much everything nearly spot on during this transfer window, released news saying that Chelsea had agreed a fee for Jules Kounde, 50 million euros, which equates to, which equals 42 million pounds. So that was breaking as well. As you can imagine, Chelsea fans pleased with Jules Kounde coming in, and especially for that money as well. All hail, praise the Chelsea goddess, the Chelsea queen, the best negotiator in the game, Marina in forever. Anyone who slates Marina now, I'm just not even going to acknowledge you, because that
Don't
is
know what you're
just
talking about if you're fucking saying Marina out. Seriously,
just a stupid statement to make.
Really?
Yes, thank you very much. And now also news about Saul Niguez earlier today. Apparently, personal terms have been agreed. Still working on what the actual terms of the deal are: obligation, option to buy, etc., etc. And now the news. Now the result tonight: Monaco have gone out of the Champions League qualifiers, which means Tchouaméni could be a deal Chelsea do. So, from about 2 weeks ago, before Lukaku news is broken, everyone's like, "Oh, what's happening? Oh, we want some players in," to now possibly being one of the best windows ever, not for just incomings, but outgoings. News also tonight: Timmy Bakayoko, a deal with Monaco, AC Milan looks to be agreed. About 500k loan fee and an option to buy for 20 million euros. Zappacosta out this week for 10 million euros. Extraordinary. As C1 London has said, Kounde 42 million for a slightly overrated centre back.
Stop it.
Yeah,
he's better than Tomori. Okay.
Yeah, he's better than Tomori. But, phew, got my win back. That is what's happened in basically the last hour and a half. So, Will, what do you make of everything that has happened tonight?
Oh, it's been so much in the last 24 hours. I mean, are we getting Saul? Are we getting Tchouaméni? Are we getting Kounde? Is Zuma leaving? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really. Kounde's done, isn't it? Pretty much.
Kounde's done. It'll be announced probably by the end of the week, tomorrow even possibly.
Yeah, I'm happy that that's done. He's going to be a very good signing. The other midfielder, I don't really mind who we get as long as we get one in. I couldn't care less if it was Tchouaméni, Saul, Kamara. Do you know what? I couldn't care less who it was. As long as they're good, which all the players we have been linked to are at least good midfielders.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't really mind. It's Zuma looks like he's going to go. Good luck to him. Fair play. I guess thank you for going to West Ham. Oh, that's a downgrade, but he really suits them. He'll probably be good there. But yeah, I'm very happy with what's happened. There's not very much bad news recently. So it's a good time to be a Chelsea fan right now.
Wait, now I'm confused. Hold on. I thought he was going to Sevilla now because the deal with West Ham fell through because of
No. The deal with West Ham is still on.
Okay.
So
he's not. Okay, no, he's not going to go to Sevilla to get that lower price.
Yeah.
So we just so Marina just worked her charm and got that really low price.
What she did is this. On one line, she was negotiating Sevilla down 20 million euros, reportedly. And then on the other line, she's basically threatening West Ham, you better fucking take Zuma or else, basically. And they come back to the table. So
she sends Kovacic on them, man.
Yeah.
You want to fuck with Kovacic, bro.
Yeah, you think Kolasinac was tough holding those guys off of the machetes? Kovacic eats machetes for breakfast, all right? That's what happens. But yes.
Kovacic uses machetes to floss his teeth, man.
True. Not on a Sunday, though. Kovacic eats nice food on a Sunday.
Yes. But yeah, so Marshall, you've heard all that. What is has your brain got around what has happened in the past 2 hours?
You know what though? I'll be honest with you guys. This is only the beginning. We have 7 days left to the window. There's gonna be a madness. Like I'm not 6 days left to the window. Yeah. Until Chelsea officially announce it, I'm not sticking my guns into any camp. I'm gonna see what happens because 1 second we're in for Niguez, and then this happens, and next thing like fucking spark starts to light up. We're back in for Tchouaméni. And then all of a sudden the Jules Kounde deal was like, there's no nuance to it. And then suddenly, wow, we're signing him for 20 million euros less. And Zuma finally agreed to West Ham. So, look, there's a bunch of this back and forth and that right now. Mm-hmm. It's going to be crazy for the next week with the transfer window ending very, very soon. So we'll see what happens. If Zuma does go, though, good on him, man. I really like him. The thing is, I wish his personality. I wish we could keep his personality, but his personality isn't the one that plays on the pitch. You know what I mean? So
no, he will
at the end
be
of the
missed.
day,
no doubt about
he will be missed, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and we gotta look towards the future. So
listen, there's nothing on me. Kurt Zuma has done a lot at Chelsea. He's won a lot at Chelsea. He goes for my blessing. He's not he's never been the greatest centre back, but he's been good at times for us. He's been bad at times for us, but he goes my blessing. There'll be no issues with me whatsoever. You know, if he comes back and he scores against us, that happens. Do you know what I mean? It just happens.
And I'm happy we got if this does go through, I'm happy we got 30 million euros out of it because he is worth that much. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, the fans, chat, everyone watching this, like, don't get it twisted. Just because we want to zoom out doesn't mean we don't rate Zuma. Zuma's a great defender. He is a fantastic defender. He just doesn't fit the style of football that Tuchel wants to play. And I totally understand that. I totally understand that. But he'll do well on any other team.
I'll just also say, because Chris, don't be surprised if Chalobah still goes out on loan this season. Okay? I know he said he's staying, but you get Kounde in. I know. I listen. It wouldn't. Let me rephrase that. Would it shock me if by the end of the transfer window Chelsea announced Chalobah's gone on loan? It wouldn't. I don't think he will, but it won't shock me if he does. Okay. Also, reports coming out today about Ruben Loftus-Cheek being linked to Roma as well, either on loan or a permanent deal. So it's all happening. If she somehow, even if it's a loan for Barkley, like she did last season, it's 12 million. If she gets
that's right. Barkley hasn't moved yet.
Yeah, and if she gets Danny Drinkwater out, oh my God, no one can mention 2017 to me ever again.
No point, is there?
There's no point. Real Chris, let's get your take, my friend.
On Zuma.
Everything.
You know, you talk about You know, talk about. I was gonna say talk about Zuma. Like, I think he's actually gonna suit West Ham really well. Like, they sit out and defend, and then obviously they do rely actually on set pieces. And I think if Zuma gets a full season with West Ham, he can get a lot of goals from, I reckon, because he got 5 goals with us. Yeah, I think definitely. But like, I think goals wise, I think he can get near 10 goals easily, because he got 5 goals for Chelsea, and but he barely played for us. Well, in all fairness, he didn't play that much for us. Well, he scored 5 goals though for us.
You're saying he's going to get more than Timo in the league, do you reckon, Chris?
Who says Timo's going to get less than 10?
I'm joking, obviously. I'm joking.
Timo's bagging 15 or more.
Chris, I think you said he would outscore Jota the other day, right?
Yeah. I do think that'd be good, and Kounde, he would actually suit Chelsea. In all fairness, he's good on the ball. He can pass it. The aerial shouldn't be a threat because Panny's got a really good jump. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. For a 5'10" guy, he's got a good jump.
I think the only
I wish I had that. I don't have that jumping ability.
Chris, I'll let you continue. Don't you think it's like?
No, go on.
I think the aerial sometimes in a free is a bit much. I think at least if 2 of them are taller, it should be fine. It's like, because Aspilicueta's played in the free, hasn't he? So he's not the tallest.
He was amazing there.
Sorry, Chris, continue, mate. Do you want anything else you want to mention?
I was going to just talk about like Kounde. Like, he's just going to suit Chelsea. Like I said, we got Lukaku came in. He's looking good. He's looking lean. He's looking like a leader in that front line actually as well, and that's what we needed actually as well. So this transfer window, if we get Kounde, we got Lukaku. There's no if of that. Lukaku's a blue, and obviously if we get a midfield like Sol or Tchouaméni, whoever, I'm rating it as a 10 because all we wanted mainly as Chelsea fans anyway was a striker, and we topped it off with a midfielder maybe and a new defender. And I can't really think of any other position we really need to push on to the Premier League, to be honest. So I'm going to call it a 10 window.
Yeah, I mean, if all these go through, I would say it's a 10 out of 10 window. We've improved on everything we had to improve and gotten out of a lot of deadwood that's been like holding us back a lot when you think about all the wages and funds that it takes up. But I did want to mention something about the transfer window in general. It's looking more and more like Kane is going to stay at Spurs.
That's confirmed. You confirmed
the thing is, though, like, he says he wants to stay, but if someone comes in with 150 million, was it 150 pounds or 150
150
euros?
Million, yeah. No, 150
150
pounds.
well, okay, 150 million pounds. First of all, it's such an unreasonable amount of money for Kane, if you ask me. No, Kane is a great player and he does deserve a lot, but I think Daniel Levy is setting that price just so he doesn't leave, which he's doing. The West Ham are doing the same exact thing with fucking Declan Rice, right? But I've been saying it for a while now. I don't think Kane's leaving. I don't think anyone's going to pay that amount of money, not even Manchester United. And now it's looking like he's fucking going to stay. And if he does stay, it looks, unless by some miracle these rumors are true and Ronaldo ends up landing and going to Manchester City, I think we got a clear shot to the title, guys.
I think even if Ronaldo goes to City, we got a clear shot. I really do. But there's reports coming tonight. There's loads of reports coming out. But see what London, Bakayoko's not left, but there was a loan agreement with Milan agreed. 500k loan, apparently, plus a 20 million euro option to buy. That's been agreed. There's reports coming out that Ronaldo's agent is entering, trying to sort something out, but City aren't interested in paying a fee for him because obviously he's 36 years old. No matter if he's Ronaldo or not, they just don't see the point of doing it. Now with Pep, will they do it? With Pep's news dropping today that he's going to go in 2023?
Yeah, Tuchel scared him off, didn't he?
Tuchel done him, yeah. I think Tuchel done him.
3 times in a row, Pep Salah here.
Tuchel went, well.
So did Tuchel actually...
He got to Dortmund 2015. Season later, Pep leaves, right? You know what I mean?
Wherever Tuchel goes, Pep runs.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Wait, what if Tuchel leaves? Like, I don't want Tuchel
to
leave,
no,
just chasing Pep.
It's different. We're actually a club. We're a club of ambition. We don't sell our best players like Dortmund.
We don't win our second club.
Yeah, not selling club. But yes, it looks. Listen, I think the title still. Listen. Are we the favourites for the title in everyone's eyes? Probably, yes, and maybe as well. Do I see us as
unless you're a deluded United fan, but that's besides the point.
The favourites. If I'm telling you, if we come out of this run, 7-game run, anywhere close to 20 points, I think we have a great. I'm expecting a title race. I'm expecting a title to be in a title race. I'll wait till January, February to decide whether I think we're going to win it or not. Because everything
we have City soon, don't we?
I want to see Chelsea make an example of Liverpool. I really do.
If from our first 7 games, from our first 7 games we get 18 points, I'll back us fully with chess to win the league. Cool. If we get around 18 points, I think, because 6 wins out of 7, that with that run of games is fucking impressive. So
you have to. It's not even like. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, Will, the run of games. Like we're looking at Saturday, we play Liverpool. Then we get a little bit of a break with Villa. Well, kind of. You can't be too precautious with. You can't be too lazy with Villa. You got to be on your game as well. But then you have Spurs, and then I think there's one more game in there that's a tough one, and then we go in our easy run where we should be getting win after win after win. So I think. The big test of the season is this beginning of the season. I think December gets hard for us again, but doesn't it always?
January's the hardest.
I don't know why. I don't know why I feel like the pathway for Chelsea to win the Premier League is so there. Like, if we go through these hard games and like win them or draw and win, and then we go through the easy games, and I think we'll get them through like pretty easily. Yeah. And with the transfers we had, City no striker. Liverpool, they're broke. They're just watching the big clubs fight over players. I just see a pathway for Chelsea to win that Premier League. I don't know why I just see it like so strong now.
Yeah, so after Tottenham, guys, we get Man City. So
so after the international break, it's Villa, City, Spurs, and then Southampton. Oh, big up to Brozier, who scored 2 goals tonight in the League Cup. So big up to Brozier. First meaningful goals.
Good on him.
But yeah, that's the exciting transfer news. Let's see if it unfolds a bit more tomorrow. Hopefully. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's my bad. So let's go into the main subject. And we'll talk a little bit and then we'll post the link for you guys to come on and chat with us about anything that you want to regarding Chelsea. If we get even a draw against Liverpool, we'll have a great path to the Premier League title. Possibly. Right, let's move on to Liverpool. Now, I will say this again. I respect Jurgen Klopp. I respect Liverpool's team and players. But there is no greater fan support I want to put in the mud than Liverpool fans. Okay? They are so arrogant and big-headed and big-mouthed. And I don't know why. Because in terms of the Premier League, you are no greater than Leicester City or Blackburn Rovers. Okay? You've won it once. You've won one title in 30 years. For supposedly one of the biggest clubs in the world, that's a disgrace. You're a disgrace, okay? And for you to come out after Burnley and think you're going to smash us because you beat Burnley, who could have actually got into that game, if we're being honest, is also a disgrace. It's okay to pick up your players, I don't mind, but for you to say Trent is clear of Reece James because he played well against Burnley doesn't really mean anything to me. But there's no greater fans I want to put in the mud and collect receipts from Saturday night than Liverpool fans. Yeah, they've earned that my wrath. So let's move on to the game itself. 5:30 kickoff Saturday. Alisson is not the best goalkeeper in League 2 in London. That is Edouard Mendy. Actually, he's the best goalie in Europe, and he'll be given that award tomorrow. Sorry, I'm not a Mendy hive either. It's just my.
You just love Mendy so much.
Just love. Listen, Mendy's the second best goalkeeper in Roman's reign under.
Hey, I love that. Muddy and Courtois,
No one beats Czech. No one beats.
You know what?
Not even
I
close.
don't like Courtois, but the talent Courtois had, we can't deny.
Listen, Chris.
What do you mean? Listen, I love Czech, and he literally replaced Czech like that.
I need you to go walk your dog and contemplate what you just said. All right?
What do you? He's the one who replaced my literally hero.
Andrew, don't let Kai hear you say that about Courtois. He'll come on here with his dad in the background.
What? Courtois?
Yeah, and he'll confess his love for Courtois.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
Even Ladham's Prime is now jumping on the Mendy bandwagon after I proved him wrong.
You said the cap was clear though.
Yeah.
And Andrew, you repeat what you said about proving someone wrong. I know you love it.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Sorry, my mind's gone blank. I don't know.
I said repeat the comment about how you proved someone wrong, like Prime, because you love it. I can hear it in your voice.
Oh yeah. Come on, Prime. Yeah, jump. There's still a little tiny room on this bandwagon, Prime. Bring me Kounde. Yes, thank you, Jem. Oh, congratulations to Jem.
Congrats, Jem.
Congrats, Jem. Wish you and your lady wife good thoughts, good marriage.
Yeah. Congrats, Jem. I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
I was thinking as well. Like, yeah.
Wait. How long? So when I said on your marriage, you didn't quite hit.
Yeah.
Well, that's when I understood what you were talking about.
Okay.
He's getting married to AC. That's what he's doing.
My soil existence. I don't know what my soil existence is, Prime. Okay.
Andrew's soul existence is proving me wrong.
Yeah. I think Prime's taken up gardening, but there we go. Will she get too many times? But anyway, let's move on to.
He's taking up gardening because we're about to bury Liverpool.
That's right. And so, 5:30 kickoff Saturday. Actually, just remember, guys, 12:30 kickoff is Man City Arsenal. So there's still a lot of time in between to laugh at Arsenal when City spank them.
Yeah.
That one's a little too early for me. I'll catch the replay.
Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll tell you what happened.
7:30 in the morning for me. But yeah.
You lightweight. So I predict. Yes, it will be going. I know what you meant. Prime. Bring me the crown jewels. He will be called Crown Jewels, won't he? It'll just happen.
Crown Jewels.
It'll be called Crown Jewels. Did you see Reece? Yes, I saw Reece push Xhaka. Xhaka tried to clip him on his ankle, so I've got no problem with that whatsoever. Right, so I'm expecting a few changes in the game to the team. I am expecting obviously Kante to come in. I'm expecting that he'll pick Werner because of their high line, and actually Havertz won't start on Saturday. The defence, I don't know if it'll be Thiago, and I think he might keep the same defence. Apart from, I think we might see the first to bench Chilwell this season. So apart from that, I'm only thinking of 3 changes. Does anyone else have any different opinions?
Can I say something which you're not going to hear me say, or you're not going to think that I would say?
Oh
If I was Thomas Tuchel, I would actually start Hakim Ziyech.
Wow. Okay, so you would what instead of keep Mount, not start Werner at all?
Game.
So
and I'm playing Werner. Oh, I'm dropping Mount and Havertz for this game.
You're dropping Mount as well.
Yeah, I know.
So what, Ziyech and...
not in terms of the banter, just in terms of... I thought Mount would be key, but okay. You're dropping Mount, think
for this game, I think if we have a master creator in Ziyech, someone that can stretch Liverpool and get in behind, like Werner, and a natural goal scorer like Lukaku, I think it's a good balance. And I think Ziyech could drop a bit deeper, and he's worked on being a bit more... intense as well off the ball, which I like. I think he's looked really good in pre-season. And do you know what? If he didn't get injured in the Super Cup, I'd probably say he deserves to start against Arsenal. So I'd put him in, give him a chance.
He would just suit the Arsenal.
You love to hear this, guys. Clip it. You love to hear it.
See, I don't have agendas, people. I don't have agendas.
You love to hear it.
It's a new will.
In all honesty, I don't think that's gonna happen. Unfortunately, as much as I want it to happen. Yeah. Well, let's get one thing right. I think that this season, I think, based on the form we've seen so far, I think that Mount and Ziyech are gonna be rotating for spots a lot, or they're gonna be in the same lineup very often than Havertz. Havertz has been looking good and fluid and all that, but he really hasn't been making as much of an impact as, say, like Ziyech did in that 15 minutes. I don't know. Something about Havertz just hasn't been there for me. Obviously, it's only 2 games in the season. There's more to see, but I don't know. I feel like if you told me a starting lineup and our best starting lineup right now, I think I would say that the top 3 would be Lukaku, Mount, and Ziyech. I'm not trying even to be biased right now. But I think what's going to happen for the Liverpool game is that it's going to be Mount with Werner and Lukaku up there. And I don't know why, but I have this feeling that it's gonna be Thiago Silva back there. I think part of me says that mostly because I feel like it would be best against this team to go with the experience at the back. I feel like Christensen has played a few games now, Rudiger too, but I don't know. Rudiger's always up for a game, and it's not like they're playing games in between. I'm sure they'll be fully rested. Something about me tells me that it's like Zuma's time, not Zuma. Zuma's not going to be in the club, hopefully, by the time we get to the game. But hopefully it's Thiago Silva's time to get in that lineup and do something. But yeah, I think you're right, Andrew. It's going to be Chilwell on that left wing. Maybe we'll see... Who knows? Maybe we'll see Aspie in the right wing. I don't think that's the smart thing to do, considering Mane's pace. I think you're better off with James, but we'll see. Personally, I see where Will's coming from. I do want to see Ziyech in that lineup. I do see this season Mount actually getting dropped a few games just to get other players a chance and saving Mount for like Champions League and like big games. But we'll see. We'll see. But I think it's going to be Mount, Werner, and Lukaku up there.
Okay. We'll move on to Real Chris. We'll move on to Real Chris. 23 of you locked in. Thank you very much. Like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Want to donate? Super chat function is there. Links to Discord, Twitter, and Marshall's YouTube channel are in the description below. Real Chris, I disagree with the Ziyech thing. I think Werner's going to start because Liverpool play a high line.
Why are you saying that to me? You said Chris, didn't you?
Yeah, Chris. It's a Real Chris. Yeah.
I didn't say enough about Ziyech.
No, but Chris...
he's just saying...
He's trying to size it.
Real Chris, I disagree with these guys. Well, you
Oh, my
listen.
bad.
He's trying
For
to
God's
transition
sake.
into you, Chris. He's trying to
Stop playing
transition.
Call of Duty and listen.
Real Chris said that because he didn't want to say what, so he was like,
Ah.
the word,
No.
Ziyech? Me?
No.
No. Okay,
Wait,
He didn't
what he
understand.
did?
real Chris.
I was just trying to understand,
I
you know?
disagree with these two guys. I
Yeah,
don't
that's what he
think
said,
Ziyech
yeah.
will start.
Yeah,
I think Werner will start because
To be fair,
Liverpool
I don't
like
think
to
he'll
play a
start
high
either. I
line.
just would like to see him start.
What do
I
you
think it's
think,
gonna be
real
Mount.
Chris?
Me too, Will.
I do agree. Like, to me, it doesn't matter who we start in the front three because I think we're beating that team anyway. Like, we got a good depth.
Jeez.
No, but we got a good depth, and I see we're gonna beat them this time as well. Like first game this time. I think, in all fairness, I think it's actually gonna be probably Mason Mount on the right, so we can drop in with the midfielders. Because where Liverpool normally try to thrive from as well, like it's a midfield battle. They try to win that midfield battle, and then they try like do the rest, obviously attack and stuff. But I think Mason Mount will like help. He's done it before. He's done it against Man City as well. I think he drops in and be there, and then we have. I think Timo Werner makes the most sense for the high line for Tuchel's thinking as well. Like him and Lukaku, I really do want to see them together because that like has like some sort of spark and like I don't know in him, and like Lukaku holds the ball. We saw in the West Ham game, and I was getting really excited about like he holds the ball, shields it from the defenders, and then he pings it to the side or behind sometimes, like in front of him. And him and Timo will probably do really well together, and I want to see something like that. And like maybe Timo's goal will count this time, you know, with his hand offside. We might get something again, and it will count this time, hopefully. So I think it doesn't matter what lineup we have up front, we're winning anyway. So.
No, I understand. Speaking of the lineup, I wasn't even. Do you know how good this squad is at the moment? Thiago Silva didn't even come to my mind to start at the weekend. So 5:30. Are we thinking that Klopp is going to change anything? Don't know where Chris has gone, but okay.
Andrew, there's one thing actually I think might happen for us in the defence. Sorry, I think Aspie actually will start in wing back.
You think Aspilicueta is going to start wing back?
And I think he's going to play a three of Rudiger, Silva, and Christensen.
I don't know, man.
Wait, has he ever done that though?
Yeah,
where he puts Christensen on the left or the right?
No, the right, because Christensen will play as like a sweeper. Because Christensen isn't slow. You've got Rudiger and Christensen on each side, both amazing on the ball.
I don't know. I disagree because you got to take into consideration, Will, that Mane and Robertson are gonna. Well, assuming Robertson plays and not Tsimikas, Robertson and Tsimikas and Mane are gonna be on that side, and I don't think Aspie, as much as I rate him in any position you play him, I don't think he has the legs to keep up with Mane. I'm not saying that Mane is going to be like scoring goals here and there. He's not that consistent, but still dangerous,
I'm not saying maybe he won't in a one-on-one situation. Maybe there might be a couple of problems, but there's been other pacey players he's come across, especially against Real Madrid, and he was perfectly comfortable in wing back. If it's an off-form Mane, it depends what Mane turns up. If it's an off-form Mane, I think he'll be able to handle him, especially with Christensen's cover and Kante's cover as well, hopefully. If it's an on-form Mane, then I see your point. It really depends.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he goes a bit only just to counteract with pace, just to keep Roberts.
Maybe.
Starts and Reece James to counteract. Same on the left-hand side with Chilwell coming in for Alonso, just with the pace to counteract their counteract their backs as well. Remember, they're going to play 4 at the back. The interesting thing with Mount, I think Mount starts to, and I think he will drop deeper to help out and make it Jorginho, Kante, and Mount to match up with their three, whoever it is, and then leave like Lukaku up there to hopefully body Matip and Van Dijk. Because remember, Lukaku, you're going to hear this week, Lukaku hasn't scored at Anfield, or 1 goal or something at Anfield. Lukaku doesn't have to score at Anfield to have an impact on this game. If he distracts physically Matip and Van Dijk, which he's more than capable to do, then you might see whoever's up there with him, whether it's Werner, Ziyech, or Havertz, have a free roll and be able to run onto that. But
personally,
why does sorry?
It's fine, Chris. Personally, I feel that Reece James has a good argument to start, not only because he had a good game and he has less matches under his legs when it comes to in that wingback position, but I think also when you take into consideration that we saw what happened during that Arsenal game. There's still a little bit of dullness to the attack. They're still not fully in sync with one another and stuff. When it comes to that, I feel like too many changes will offset that. I feel like the only change that we'll see is Werner up there with Lukaku. Maybe we play into a 3-5-2. I think Reece James stays though because he did have that link up play with Lukaku. Maybe Tuchel wants to cement that link up play so that Lukaku can be more comfortable and know where to go and all that stuff. Maybe they've been practicing that a little more, and I feel like you lose a little bit of that with Aspie at the wing back. Simply because, one, Aspie isn't as attacking as Reece. They both play a fantastic job at the wing back position. I just think that for mesh and for chemistry purposes, Tuchel might not change up the lineup too much.
No, that's why I was thinking. I think it was only be 3 changes. That's what I'm thinking. I think
I can see that.
The defense stays the same apart from Chilwell at left back. Kante obviously comes in, and Werner in place of Havertz, and everyone will go, "Oh, you've dropped. Why are you dropping Havertz?" It's called rotation. Man. So, Will, I don't know what's happening, bro. So
he's getting overtaken here.
Will's doing mathematics, man. He's doubling himself, then he's dividing by 2, and he's doing all types of things right now, bro.
Exactly. Can I ask why will Matip scare Lukaku? I don't understand. Matip in that great. I don't.
He won't.
It doesn't. Matip is nothing compared to Lukaku.
It's Liverpool.
I'm willing. I'm willing to make a little bit of a bet that I bet like $5 that this game Matip is gonna get injured trying to defend Lukaku.
Yeah, 1 in 3.
What kind of bet is that?
Break his spleen or something like that. Trying to hold him up, and he just snaps.
You know what he's gonna get actually? He's gonna get the Lukaku virus and say he's sick before the day. That's what he's gonna do.
Took a page out of Ben White's book.
Yeah. But yeah.
Hassan, you're one comment like that away from getting banned, alright? You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you can do that now. Don't mess with Will.
Hey, Will, stop being sensitive.
Do that. Let him off the leash. Hope he doesn't turn into Fatou and start banging people for no reason. That's really it. It's hard to really gauge a preview because we're so far out. We're about 3 days out, really, or just less than 3 days out. We don't know what's going to happen, who's going to be available, who's going to be on the bench. The bench will be fascinating because it's such a stellar squad now. Even with players going out, the bench is... there'll be a few players on that bench that will walk into that Liverpool team.
It's cool, Hassan.
Can I ask you something, guys? This is a little off topic, and I'm starting to get a little concerned about the player now. You talked about the bench, and you named the bench. You got Pulisic, you got Kovacic, who might be benched for that game. Kepa is there, Havertz or Silva, and all of them. Alonso. I'm starting to get nervous about Hudson-Odoi, though. Simply because the last 2 games, he hasn't even been subbed in. I'm starting to think maybe he'll only play the League Cup games and all that stuff. But I'm starting to think that maybe if he doesn't play this Saturday, I don't know, maybe it'd be best for him to get a loan. I'm starting to think that. He needs to play.
I would say this. I think you're right. Or I don't want him to, but I think it might be a time of point we just might need to
He needs
sell.
to play, though, right? Like, do we agree on that? He needs to play.
I think we might need to sell with a buyback option.
Oh, wow. I don't know about sell, but I think he needs to play.
I'm just saying. He's not going to get the games. I don't care what anyone says, even at right wing back, he's not, or left wing back, he's not going to get the games. He's just not going, unless there's a massive injury crisis. I don't think he's going to get the games. And
we can't.
I think Ziyech has gone ahead of him again.
Yes.
In the pecking order, I think Ziyech has gone ahead.
We can't force to play players because Go on.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say we just can't force players to play because they're from the youth. Like we have a lot of youth who do play, and it's like forcing. Like okay, I get Hudson-Odoi has got the talent.
I don't think it's forcing, Chris, because it's not
Chelsea fans say we've got even Marsh say we've got to play him. Like because people are thinking it.
That's a very small majority of the fan base, and even with that,
I don't know. It gets mentioned a lot.
There was a lot more of the fan base that was saying stupid, crazy shit, like saying, "Don't sign Kounde because we've got
because you've got Chalobah,
or some shit like that, or let's not get Hakimi because he's got Livramento." So I think that's a bit unfair to
not get too many because you've got Ampadu.
But I see a lot of people forcing the Hudson-Odoi saying he should start.
Yeah, but Odoi shouldn't be compared to a Livramento and a Gurhi who didn't even play top flight football until this year. I wouldn't say it's the same thing. It's not the same. Wanting Odoi to play is not the same.
He should have a loan, in my opinion.
I maybe agree, Chris. I maybe even agree.
I'm just saying because I agree. I 100% agree with what you're saying because I'm of the mindset like this kid will be a really, really good player, top class, world class, whatever you want to think. He's going to be a good player, but I think what's hindering him is that he's just not playing, and that might be in part to do with Ziyech being injured for that 1 week that threw off the lineup plans that Tuchel may have had. Because I really do believe that the Tuchel playing Ziyech and Odoi in that same formation and the link-up play that they had over preseason, that was a very threatening link-up, and there was something in that. But I unless Ziyech comes into this lineup, I just don't see Odoi playing. I don't, and I'm starting to get worried for this kid's development.
The issue is Chelsea might need to do this. The amount of money they're saving or they're getting, whatever this summer, they might just have to bite the bullet and go, we're going to loan him out, but we're going to have to pay his wages, all of it. Yeah? We're going to have to do it. We're just going to have to do it because this kid needs game time, okay? And that's what the others have benefited from. And let's see what he does. Let's put him at a team. Let's not do it at Gilmore. Let's not put him at Norwich. Let's put him at somewhere where, okay, it might be bottom half of the table, but there's no way they're going down. So let's talk about maybe Bundesliga. Let's
give him to Leeds or something.
Yeah, Leeds or Newcastle or Southampton or something like that.
With Leeds
and Everton. Everton or something like that.
I don't think Odoi's off the ball work is that bad as people say, but if he went to Leeds, that would improve as well. It'd be a whole different side.
He needs the game time. He does
need the game time.
I really want to.
He needs it for his mental and physical development. Okay.
The other thing that I wanted
training with us.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys also about was if we get Kounde, then Andrew, you were saying Chalobah goes on loan.
No. What I said is, I don't think he will, but I wouldn't be shocked if the announcement is made that Chalobah's on loan. I just wouldn't be shocked.
Now,
do you know what I mean? I don't think he will, but
I think part of what's happening, if Kounde comes and crosses that line and becomes a Chelsea player, I think another thing to take into consideration now is that there's a midfield battle. Of who gets that fourth spot if we don't sign a Tchouaméni or Saul, because at the end of the day, those aren't across the line either. But it's a midfield battle between Ruben, Ampadu, and Chalobah. And I mean, let's get it right. Like they can't all be in the squad, like they have to go and do what they have to do. So I don't know. I have a feeling that Chalobah's going to stay, and then Ruben and Ampadu are going to get loaned off or whatever.
Well, there was a report linking Ampadu to Newcastle possibly today. There's rumours that Roma are looking at Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'm not 100%. It's one of these things. It's the Sounders one. It seems to be that Chelsea are pressing ahead because the deal.
What's happening is the obligation to buy versus.
I think they're just trying to change it to option. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. If it's an option to buy, there's no risk. Obligation obviously means what it is, obligation. And if he craps out, then I don't want to have an obligation to pay £35 million for a guy.
But if Saul doesn't go through, would you guys be cool with having Chalobah as the fourth midfielder?
Yeah, that'd be better than.
I'm not 100% sure of that.
No, 90%.
Because in all fairness, it's a bit. I don't know. We should have just kept Billy Gilmore at that point. I feel like because Billy Gilmore has more experience in the midfield for the fourth option. But
Gilmore, I think Chalobah can sit. I think Chalobah can sit as a midfielder, and I think
did he play as a city midfielder?
Yeah, for Lorient.
I'm sorry.
Not for Chelsea senior, but or anything like that.
It depends if Tuchel sees him. Does Tuchel see him?
Yeah, that's
Tuchel knows he has played in that position.
Tchouaméni, Marshall.
I think Tuchel said he wanted to see him play centre back first. So
if anyone saw Tchouaméni today, he was outstanding, absolutely outstanding in that game. And if we can't get Saul, I'd rather get Tchouaméni. And
I agree. I think I still rather get Tchouaméni. It's just, is Tchouaméni going to be okay with being that fourth place option?
90 minutes full, and he was outstanding. 32 of you locked in. Thank you very much. Like and share the video, please. And subscribe if you haven't done. So we're about 5 away from 1.2k subs. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, you can through Super Chat function. Also, links to our Discord, Twitter, and Marshall's YouTube channel are in the description below. And if you are with us, turn your notifications button as well. Let you know when we're half an hour away from starting or when we start, because sometimes the algorithm is a bit off. I don't want to turn this into a full Cho debate. We'll probably have about 48 of them before Christmas. So, what was that?
The things for Tchouaméni as well, if our other midfielders weren't between the age of 27 to 30 or 20, I would want Saul, because I think he's won things in his career, his experience, he's played at a top level. But as we've got already players in their prime in that position, I'd rather get a player like a Tchouaméni who's younger.
I agree.
But I'd take either. I'd welcome either.
True.
I think it'll be Saul, though. I can't lie. I think it'll be Saul.
I say we listen to Petr Cech. Petr Cech advises Chelsea to get Tchouaméni.
I say we listen to Thomas Tuchel. I'm joking. Saul.
No, Petr Cech scoured him.
Saul is it wasn't just Petr Cech, obviously.
I know, but Petr Cech is advised Chelsea, and obviously said what he's capable of and the future of him, And Petr Cech was right about Mendy, and no one in
to be fair,
the Earth or the Flat Earthers thought Mendy is going to be a good keeper.
Flat Earthers.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? Anyone want to say anything else? Or press ahead?
No, except that we're going to crush Liverpool, hopefully.
Good man. Good man. Okay.
Crush Jeff Soul.
I'm putting the link in the chat. I'm going to get you on hopefully one at a time. Say whatever you want to say, please. Say it. If you disagree with us, then we don't care. Disagree with us.
Andrew, can we answer this question actually by
which question?
Let's see what London put up. The guys just asking, where would you send Cho on loan if you could choose?
Before we answer that.
Kai's house.
If you have to,
Kai's house.
Kai's house.
Hang on. I'm just going to step away. If people come on, we'll just add them.
Yeah, I'll add them in.
But not a big thing. Yeah.
No, just one at a time. Hey, Hassan. How are you?
Yo. Yeah, I'm fine.
Have you got any topics you want us to speak about with you?
Yeah, I was just going to go through all the transfers really. I mean, Ross Barkley's with the whole... Let's start with the dead ones. Ross Barkley, he's linked with Newcastle, Everton, and personally, bro, I think we need to get him off ASAP, because the last thing we need, bro, is a Danny Drinkwater 2.0. Stories are Everton on a loan.
Wow, that'd be depressing for him.
No, I think it'll be all right, because
he left him. He left him now.
He's gonna.
No, but he left him with the injury. He had a long-term injury then.
Yeah.
Because I remember he got operated, and we bought him cheap.
Yeah,
and
we did that. 15 million.
Yeah, and 7 million went to his agent, so we technically paid 8 million for him. I was gonna say, right, the stories I've been hearing about him, he's been going to pubs, having fights, coming out of shape, bro, that just sounds like a Danny Drinkwater situation. Yep.
Are you in the know?
I can see him being in pubs.
Are you in the know?
No, because there was the story that leaked saying that he came out drunk fighting with people.
He came out looking like John Cena with his bands and everything. Gave someone the what was it, FU or what? What's it called now? That
No,
thing
it's
to
gonna
me?
be.
Whatever-
It's not gonna
Attitude
be that
adjustments.
John Cena. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
attitude
basic
adjustment.
ergonomics John Cena. That's what it's gonna be.
Word of life.
No, but
Oh,
in all seriousness-
that's a great fucking impression, Andrew. I need to record that and have it as my ringtone.
Just let guys know that link is in the pinned message at the top of the chat. So.
Yeah, I mean, next is probably what Loftus-Cheek apparently is 2 million loan fee with the 11.5 option to buy. Let's be real, man. Ever since he came back from injury, I was hoping he'd prove me wrong in the pre-season, and he'd wow us. But although he played decently well, but it was outstanding. Like it didn't make Tuchel go, you know what, you're in my plans. Sadly
He's just
for
done
me,
at Chelsea. He's done at Chelsea.
This is why I think it was an ACL or Achilles, but them are killers, man. They're career enders. Like,
That's why I'm worried about Hudson-Odoi for.
Do you know
he's
what?
had the same injury.
If Marshall's here, Marshall, it was nice to have the somewhat of Loftus-Cheek propaganda in the friendlies, but sadly, I think he's going to go to Roma.
Ayo, and the
Hey, don't
Slens is
sleep on
happy,
it
yeah.
yet.
I'm not sleeping.
I was gonna-
It's just rumors. It's just rumors. Just rumors.
All right,
No,
Marshall,
but
let's
I
carry
feel-
it
I
on for
feel
another
like-
week.
I feel like Roma.
Yeah.
I feel like Roma would transform him. I feel like Mourinho would transform him, man.
But you know what
'Cause
though? You know what though, Hassan? Like I've been meaning to bring this up too. Like, what's going on with Livermento? No one has said anything about Livermento. What is happening with Livermento? Is
Why
he in
didn't
the
he say
squad?
anything?
Is he not in the squad?
Livermento?
Is he-
No, he's sold. He's sold
What? We
for
sold him.
5 million.
Yeah.
We sold
He plays
him.
for
When did
Southampton.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean not Livermento. I'm sorry, Andrin.
Oh no,
I don't know.
he's been offered to.
Sorry.
No. What happened was Lokomotiv Moscow
Right,
have
sake.
Ralph Ragnarik as their director of football,
Livermento.
and Chelsea were interested in loaning him to Lokomotiv Moscow, but Lokomotiv Moscow want him on a permanent deal.
Yeah, no, fuck off, Locomotive.
Yeah.
Fucking Russians.
And
Oh,
what I
Jesus.
was saying before with the whole Loftus-Cheek situation, I feel like Mourinho would transform him because he did that with Lingard, Lampard, and to some I was gonna say Dele Alli, but he basically dropped off after.
Dele.
He had 5 good games under Mourinho, Dele Alli.
Yeah, then he dropped off. I
Five.
mean,
He's supposed to be the next
I'm not
Lampard.
gonna-
I remember.
but he played like back-to-back good games, and then he decided to be an arsehole to Mourinho, and yeah, I mean, that's what I get for not listening to him. But I was gonna say, right, Loftus, if he learns and he's disciplined with Mourinho will transform him, and that's the
Can
that's
he
the
transform
wording.
at 25?
Yeah,
26.
yeah,
I think he will, man. He made
26.
Lingard world class. He
I
made
think-
Lingard
I don't-
world
But
class.
that's the
around
thing, though.
28.
Like, I don't look. People keep saying. I
Lingard.
feel like
Yeah.
I feel like people keep saying that Ruben is dead just because it's a thing to say. Like everyone, they saw someone
get
else
that.
say it, and now they're just mimicking what someone else said. Like
I want it
from
to
what
work,
we,
but-
I want it to work. Well, yeah, obviously we want it to work, but I think it can work. As it really depends on if we get this 4-choice midfielder. If we go out, save money, and decide not to get a 4-choice midfielder after all these links, which I find very doubtful, I almost guarantee you either Chalobah's going to stay to play that fourth spot midfielder, excuse me, or it's going to be Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And let's get it right. The only reason Ruben Loftus-Cheek wasn't even on the bench is because he had COVID. Same thing with Pulisic.
I just think it's done. I think Tuchel.
Yeah.
Listen. I think Tuchel will take on projects in the Chelsea squad if he thinks there's going to be a great outcome in there, and I don't know.
And
if
it's
he's looked at
realistic
Ruben,
to.
He's
Yeah.
realistic and he's gone, I don't know if I can take you on and risk it. That's why I need a Sal Niguez or a Germany or something in that midfield. Because I can't. I think Ruben, it's all mental. I've said that before. Not physical, it's mental with Ruben. Sometimes sports psychiatrists.
He probably worries
sports
about
science-
how he runs, and it can happen again.
Can only do so much, but we don't know, right? it's only rumours with Lincoln Ira, so he might be the 5th choice. You know what I mean?
I really feel bad for the guy, but yeah, I definitely like. I think if he doesn't like do it this season or goes,
Yeah.
I don't see a career at all for him at Chelsea, and that's just a sad reality to it. But
Yeah.
you know, it's nothing personal with it. Like I think I remember. I think his debut was a Champions League game when he
No, it was
saved
the
the
Europa League. I remember. No,
Well,
it was the Europa League.
Was it? Are you sure it's Europa League? I thought it was
No,
Champions League.
Champions League. It was 14, wasn't it?
Was
I
it
am very
Champions?
certain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am very.
Mourinho
Because I was
gave
watching
him
it.
the debut.
Yeah.
Mourinho did. Yeah, he
The
did.
first
Against,
game-
was it Malmo?
The first.
Gave it?
I
Was
forgot
it
what
the
team,
hat
but I
trick?
just remember him coming
Was it
on.
the hat trick? Are you
No,
on
that
about the
wasn't
hat
his
trick?
debut. He had his debut
He
way
didn't- he
before
didn't.
that.
No, I'm not talking about his hat trick. I'm talking about his champion in the Champions League. That was his debut. I'm
It was
pretty
against
sure.
Malmo, Chris. I think he got his debut at home. I think it was
I remember
Malmo at
everybody
home.
talking about how exciting he was and young, and he could be something. The look of him, the build of him.
I didn't pay him any attention because I knew Mourinho wouldn't play him anymore.
Yeah.
Mourinho. So
Yeah.
I never paid him any
That was Jose.
attention. So it always makes me laugh when I read like today, oh, Jose Mourinho looking for a reunion with Loftus-Cheek. Like played him like a couple of times and never won a reunion
Gave
with
him 20 minutes
yeah.
versus Malmo.
20, yeah, exactly, like a reunion. But Prime's here. You all right, Prime?
Hi, Prime.
Hi, Prime.
No, yeah.
Bye, Prime.
What,
on,
Prime, what you
come
want
on.
to talk about, brother?
Yeah. How you doing, mate?
Good. No, I'm just I just kind of been listening and taking in what you guys have been saying.
Okay, what do you think about all that crazy last couple of hours of all the transfer stuff going on?
Back and forth. I don't know. I think from the majority of accounts, they don't necessarily know what's going on.
Mm.
So I think it's like they tweeted out one thing because they weren't getting any news, and then all of a sudden something came out about us getting him, and then not getting him. I think it's mainly to do with Chio and stuff like that. I don't know. I was streaming and stuff, so I didn't really keep up to date with it. For one, and two.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have like post notifications on for like journalists and stuff like that. But to be honest, I don't really go looking for their sort of news. Anything that pops up on my timeline, or I'm told myself from maybe say you guys or from what I know from the terrace or whatever, then that's what I will take in. And some sources I know are more trustworthy than others. But yeah, I just think people are going crazy for nothing.
I think it was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say, did you see that Jacob Steinberg was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I know I shouldn't have tweeted the news this early," because he wanted the Zuma deal off news to be an exclusive, and then 2 minutes later he got a message saying his news was like a bit off, and so that fucked him up. So
What, Jason Burt? Yeah.
No, it was. Oh, it might have been actually. Sorry, I might have got mixed up. Yeah, maybe one of the two.
Okay.
And I was going to talk about all of these agent stuffs, right? I was going to link them both together. Firstly, the Raiola situation. What do you guys think about that?
Oh, my God. Bro, this is what I've been saying from the very get-go. I think the biggest thing that's going to get in between Chelsea getting Haaland and all that was going to be Mino. I've said that from the very jump, that he's gonna be unreasonable when it comes to his wages and how much of a fee he's gonna get. I'm a little confused at the numbers, but from what it sounds like, essentially Haaland was going to cost us over 200,000 euros.
Yeah, the
or 200 million. I keep doing it.
Yeah, so it was.
And I
50
said this
million.
when it didn't go through. I said, just like Man United when they wanted to sign Haaland and he went to Dortmund, the truth behind the deal will actually come out. So apparently with Marina, apparently what Haaland's camp was, they wanted him to be paid 50 mil a year, and they wanted 40 mil a year to be paid to Raiola, which was stupid. And I think Marina wanted to get it down to something like giving Haaland 34 or something a year, or something like that. Like she wanted to get again. Roman wants this guy. Marina wanted to get this deal done, but it's not feasible for financially. It's a stupid deal at the end of the day. It's not worth it. And it puts us in a worse position when he leaves anyway. So
yeah, you have a bunch of Haaland fans out there that are like crying about the fact that Haaland was first choice and all that. But
people like Johnny or Worldwide Chats. I was gonna say that package total in 5 years would have costed 400 million.
Yeah, and people are saying to pay the money. It's not our money.
Let me just say, I know Worldwide Chats got a lot of heat and everything, and I'm not saying because I go on his channel. He wasn't of the point of saying Roman should pay everything. He's just like, listen, he over bit, you know.
Was he joking about?
No, listen. There was something said to him. He's just gonna repeat it. He's not like that Mr. Potato-headed freak and his sources about that utter rubbish.
Wait, Andrew, minerals. Who are you talking about?
Minerals.
Minerals.
No. I'm talking to you. Who are you talking about? Minerals.
Yeah, I'm talking about anyone who says why doesn't Roman just go? Why doesn't Roman just go pay it? They don't know how this club is run. They do not know how this club is run. For him to say that, for him to constantly say that, oh, why doesn't Roman just go pay it? Shows how little he knows this club.
Listen, bruv, Haaland ain't in Germany yet. He threw out his gum wrapper in the recycling bin. Why it's gonna happen? The bid's tomorrow. Roman's gonna put the bid in tomorrow.
You don't know this guy called Pero. Pero in Spanish means dog, by the way, just in case anyone wants to ask. Pero. I know. Why Pero? Oh, why is a Norwegian in Norway?
No, you listen here, bro. You fraud.
Andrew, let's go backstage, man. Let's go backstage.
The wind is blowing southeast. And Haaland is his home is in the northern region.
Let's have it out.
You're in about this life. You're in about this life, bro.
All right, listen.
Your life's just about visiting Tesco's all day. But let me just point out.
Go ahead.
Let me just point out. Anyone, not just Johnny, and I know why. Listen, I know why Johnny's popular. He says crazy stuff, and people latch onto it. It's all good.
But he's a alright guy, though.
yeah, he's fine, whatever. Anyone, not just Johnny, anyone who says why doesn't Roman just spend his money? Like, just throw money at it. They don't know how Chelsea works. This man made billions in a pandemic.
Yeah,
he made billions in a pandemic. He stayed a billionaire. He became a billionaire and stayed a billionaire. That's why he does these things. And that's why we were never going to ever go for that deal with Haaland. It was never, ever going to happen financially. You just
They're asking too much work.
I'm saying right.
Tabo, that's
I'm saying right.
Tabo, why don't you just pay 40 million more and you get Haaland?
You know what I respect about Roman and Marina? I respect them because if you look at Man United last season, they went all out end of the season for Sancho, and at the end of the season they said like 15 million cheaper, and they said no. Roman, on the other hand, and Marina, they went in for like a month or so. It was hard, but then they thought, okay, fuck you, Dortmund and bloody whatever his name is, Viola. We'll go for Lukaku. So I respect them.
The thing is, I think the Lukaku deal was. Sorry, you can go. Sorry, Will.
Yeah, I'd say one thing. Yeah, now that you speak, Pro. Yeah, we didn't have to do what United did on fucking deadline day last summer and inquire about Ousmane Dembele on a loan with a option to buy, or an Ivan Perisic, or shit like that. So yeah, it's good. It's good that we actually went for Lukaku, and we can actually get our first choice in other positions.
And I was gonna say, unless Haaland's brand is somewhere as close as Messi's and Ronaldo's, we're not gonna give him anywhere near the wages that Raiola was asking for. Because imagine, but if you think about it, bro, he's 21 years old. He's nowhere near in terms of potential. I mean, in terms of reputation as a Messi or Ronaldo, he's getting towards that, but he's not.
Well, it's a stupid deal. Okay.
And I'm looking at this, right? Look at players like Aubameyang. Look at players like Ozil. Look at the high-waged players, right? Even Griezmann, who's on 600k. What if Haaland turns into a Griezmann? Then what? We're screwed. we're screwed with a guy that we're gonna have to pay
Yeah.
400 million for.
Yeah.
And that's
For
what
the
I've been
next
saying
5 years.
too. That's what I've been saying too about Haaland. Like, people would like to pretend that Haaland's gonna come into this club and just wreck shop, and clean up shop, and which might be possible, right? That is definitely a possibility. But look at the last signing from the Bundesliga that Chelsea made, and how it's hurting their pockets right now in Timo Werner. Not saying that Timo can't turn it around. I'm sure he can't turn it around. And you know what? I'll even say this: Timo has paid back a little bit of that fee with the way he's been performing. You know, he's maybe not be scoring goals, but he's doing everything else right.
He helped us win the Champions League.
At the end of the day, and this is why I always say this, Andrew, about Roman. I think Roman is the greatest football club owner in the world.
It's greatest owner in sports. That's what it is.
I don't know about sports, but I'll say in the world for football, right? Because one, unlike Sheikh Mansour, this man made his own money. He knows how to run a club. He knows how to run a business. He's not going to make a bad deal if it means he's going to lose money. If it means he's going to put him in a deficit. Look at Barcelona. Look, they're crumbling. They're falling apart. They can barely pay their players. You know, look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid is cutting their wages just to get the player. Look at Inter Milan. Like, you know, there's so many clubs that during the pandemic they were so badly affected. Even without the pandemic, Barcelona was so negative.
Even by Munich in the pandemic.
Yeah, but Chelsea were the only club that profited. And right now, like, we signed. Tell me what other club signs a 95 pound player and still has a net
at the million. Go at the million.
95 million pound player and still has net profit after that kind of a transfer.
No one.
It's just like, it's not even debatable. Roman is an amazing owner. He's not going to make a bad deal for a kid who, first of all, you're not going to work with the agent like Mino. That's already a fact. And next season, when the new FIFA rules rule in that only the agents can only make 10% of whatever, right, or something like that of the players' fees. I hope Mino gets out of this business or some bullshit, because I'm sick and tired of seeing this guy get in the middle of transfers and business and always putting his fucking name out
can just
there.
take him to a boat ride somewhere.
See.
That's where Roman can go.
Yeah, and only come back with him by himself.
Josh,
I was gonna say,
how you doing, Josh? Sorry, Sam. How you doing?
I'm good.
What do you want to say, mate? Because you're the last one we'll have on and we're finished for the night. So what do you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to talk about Marina. Like, I've been seeing on Twitter.
Oh, she's the GOAT.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been having on Twitter, like, people have just been, for the past month, people just been complaining about, Marina this, Marina that. I'm looking at him like, what's wrong with these people? Do they don't have patience? Or, like, the transfer window doesn't end then, and the way business works, you don't just make a deal there and then just to please the fans. What kind of stupidity is that?
Yeah, you're right.
You negotiate.
You know what you have a word for?
Negotiate.
Hang on, let him finish, Chris. Go on, Chris.
Yeah, so basically you negotiate until you get the deal that you want. And with the Haaland thing, that people were saying I think a lot of people were saying pay 50 million more just to get Haaland. Like that whole rhetoric was nonsensical. Like,
very much.
It was so obvious that Marina wanted to get the best deal for Haaland this season. And he wasn't going to stop. So I'm like, I was saying it then. I said I don't want Haaland because of the money and the money that they are demanding. Like, I wouldn't want it on the club. It looks bad on us and the players that we already have. How do you think they'll feel when someone's coming in and they're earning 900 or like 700k a week? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. He's a kid.
A 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid is ridiculous.
Yeah. You're right. And
I absolutely agree with you.
There's no doubt that this board will, as they get more millions and billions in, that they will have to pay higher wages. But there's no way they're going to give a 19, 20-year-old who's only going to be here 2 or 3 years 800 grand a week. So it's not happening.
I was gonna say with the whole like wage structure and all of that. Like, I think Chelsea know that. Apparently, from what I've read, right, that UEFA are going to bring some kind of salary cap in. If Haaland came in and broke the wage structure, players like Rudiger, Christensen, all these lot would ask for a massive pay rise. And don't forget, you guys remember the last time we had the massive transfers happening? Neymar, Ousmane Dembele, what's his name, Griezmann. Transfer when economic boom happened in terms of transfers, right? The last thing I think Chelsea want, right, is to cause another economic boom. So players like Ben White and Harry Maguire don't cost 100 million.
Look at Alexis
spending
Sanchez.
300 million.
Look at Alexis Sanchez when he went into Man United, $500,000 a week. Look what happened to them. They can't get rid of players because of the wages. Rashford is on over $200,000 a week already. Do you know what I mean?
Let's say right, we did sign Haaland. If pray to God, right, if we did, right, and if he flopped, we would be so screwed with him because he will leave with them.
We would never hear the end of it. We can barely hear the end of it with Kai Havertz, and Kai Havertz, in my opinion, has paid his fee in gold with a chance.
Bro, I am telling you, no one will ever forget Haaland transfer if he flopped. That would be the waste of 400 million package.
It would have cost that as well. It would have cost between 3 and 4 million.
It would have been a ridiculous
No. It was 400 million in 5-year package.
Exactly.
There's
no point.
That's ridiculous. That would just break a whole structure.
And back on Josh's original point too is like I strongly feel that a lot of these fucking Marina outers are just people that are keeping tallies on everything that Marina may not be doing that they want them to do. Like, for example, not getting the Haaland deal right, not getting Lampard sacked. Like, they're blaming Marina for that. Like, all these things that are they're just adding up the tally of the things that Marina has done that pisses them off, and they just fucking whine and complain about it, completely ignoring the fact of all the good she's been doing. Like, everything that she's been doing
Marshall,
like,
you know what's funny though? No, sorry, you
Prime, go ahead.
No, you finish.
Go ahead, Prime.
You know what's funny? Like, again, for the Haaland deal. What everyone keeps saying, just pay it.
Yeah.
No one's been able to actually give a genuine reason why financially it works.
It's so stupid. People stop. Like,
and guys, can I ask a question?
Wait, hold on. It's not.
Let me respond.
It's not as easy as saying, "Oh, if Roman wakes up and decides to pay 150." That's not how. It's not how, maybe for us.
Bro, this isn't spare change.
Maybe for us as ordinary people, yes. If I decide to wake up in the morning and get a Big Mac, I'll get a Big Mac. But you're not comparing a Big Mac to a transfer that's going to cost you. Like, it's not just a transfer fee. It's how much he has in wages. It's the fact of after a year or so, he's going to have to renew his contract.
Yes, Prime.
Even more. Like, people don't factor any of that in. And then at the end of it, he'll fuck off after 2 years.
Yeah,
and we'll be affected in our wage.
That's such a big part.
If Mason Mount is this, if Mason Mount is this untouchable player for us, do you not think he's going to demand more? Callum Hudson-Odoi, the star boy, generational talent, he's going to demand more. He's already on too much money anyway. Havertz, generational talent that we bought for however million, he's going to demand more. Mendy's our first choice goalkeeper. He's going to demand more. Christensen and Rudiger, who are trying to tie down.
It's a ripple effect.
He would demand more, as well as any new player we're trying to bring into the club. Yeah. So like Kounde or Tchouameni or whoever, they're going to demand more than their whatever base value we would normally give them. Yeah. Because it's comparable. You know.
And I was gonna say, right, on the whole financial situation, does anyone know how much money Haaland has brought to Dortmund so far?
No.
Because I find these type of hypocrites are the ones to say, right, like in terms of financials, that if you bring in more money, you deserve that kind of money. If we don't know the extent, if Haaland is a bring at least what 20 to 30 million in the club, he doesn't earn them kind of.
I mean,
wages.
that is also how that does sometimes determine how much money you get paid. Like, for example, in women's football,
but that's only with Messi and Ronaldo, isn't it, Will?
No, it's I'm not saying. Wait a minute. I'm not saying on paper. It's on paper. like in law, it is that. But in women's football, the percentage of money that women get paid compared to, how much they get brought in, the percentage is actually higher than in the men's game. But in the men's game, because of sponsorship deals, high revenue from a stadium capacity, TV deals, the men get paid a lot more despite earning a lower percentage, if you get what I mean. So it sort of works. I guess it does depend how much money you bring in from sponsorships and other stuff as well.
Also, these same people saying bring him in are the ones who are saying, oh, Haaland's young. If he comes in, don't expect him to fire straight away. I'm not spending all that money. I'm expecting
hit the ground running.
Bro, I'm expecting 50 goals throughout the season.
I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm expecting a hat trick against Liverpool, against Arsenal.
Hey yo, do you wanna know what's funny, right? Hypocrites like David, man, prime example.
I called David out.
No, David.
You're some smoke tonight, man. He's calling everyone out. Jesus Christ, bro.
David's not hypocrite.
Someone needs to put you on ice right now, bro.
I don't know if I called him out for Haaland.
Hypocrites is a strong word, but I meant in terms of the Haaland situation. Like,
right,
he was expecting, I think, more goals for Lukaku than Haaland at one point. That's what I was trying to say.
Hypocrites is a strong word. The thing is, guys, they'll go once. Oh, we've got to give him time to settle, but you won't only be here for 2 years. So you've wasted a year.
You won't be here that long.
Give him time to settle.
It's
I'm
absurd.
Sorry, man. If I'm paying you 800 grand a week, I'm sorry. I want you scoring nearly every game you play.
These people talk about like 50 million euros like it's just spare change for like a gumball machine or like a little Big Mac, when like in reality I have to live my own life, my current life right now 10 times over in order to even be worth and get anywhere near 50 mil. Like shut the fuck up. You don't realize, like, you think when you look at 50 million in a text on a tweet, it doesn't seem like that much money, but when you own a business like Chelsea Football Club, 50 million, even 5 million euros is a big difference. Look at the deal we're doing with freaking Zuma right now. Like, it is a big difference.
West Ham are struggling.
That's literally like 2 or 3 players' wages paid for.
Can I give you an example, right? In terms of 50 million, that's a brain surgeon's 100-year salary. A brain surgeon that earns like 500k. That's how much it is, man. People think
a brain surgeon, you're not allowed to fuck up. Meaning,
exactly.
Haaland is not allowed to. You know what? Haaland is not allowed to go through 90 minutes without getting a goal.
That's true.
Exactly, bro.
That's true.
It's crazy. Brain surgeon. These type of people can't
his
fuck
XG
up.
has to be over 1 per game.
This season, I'm expecting 27 goals, 10 assists from Lukaku. I'm expecting 50 contributions, and all comes from Haaland. I'm not gonna.
You're right.
Spending that money,
bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm expecting a Haaland to bring the Prem and the Champions League, man. That's the levels I'm.
Well, why would you? Hang on. Why would they? So you wouldn't expect for Haaland, but if we went to go sign Mbappe, I bet they'd have a different opinion on Mbappe. They wouldn't go, oh, let's just wait for him to sell. They'd be expecting more contributions from Mbappe. More goals from Mbappe if we bought him for 160 million quid, wouldn't they? So why wouldn't it be the same for Haaland?
With Mbappe, I'd rather have him as well.
I think he doesn't have Mbappe.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Viola agent. He brings more money. He can play wing. He can play strike.
That kid needs to be humbled a little bit before he comes to the club.
I don't think so. I think he's
but Haaland does.
If you talk about buying,
to be honest, I wouldn't want Mbappe anyway. I wouldn't want Mbappe anyway because he fucks off every 2 years the way he did with PSG right now.
How long have you been at PSG for?
About 2 years, 3 years.
4 years.
4.
Yeah, 3 or 4, yeah. So I think that's a bit false. And you can understand him wanting to leave his previous club for PSG. You can understand that because they're not a big club.
Chris, doesn't it strike you as a little weird that you had this opportunity to play with the best player in the world in Messi, or one of the best players in the world? Personally, I think it's Ronaldo, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
You have this opportunity to play in one of the best teams in the world, and you don't want to stay in the club. Maybe
he doesn't want to be shadowed to Messi.
That's what I mean. He wants to be the main guy.
I think Perez has not done the situation allegedly burning down his own stadium for insurance money for Mbappe. He's done all of that, man. He's done all of them situations, man. He sold what?
Yeah.
All of
I
that.
don't want Mbappe anywhere near my club.
To be honest, let's be real, man.
I know you.
Perez
You got
has been topping. Perez has been topping Mbappe for 2 years at least.
All right.
Perez
All
has been talking to Mbappe.
All right.
Still think
Yeah,
it's a
but
good
anyway,
fit.
let's end it.
It's near midnight. I think we're going to wrap it. But I want to thank everyone for coming on. Like I said, thanks to the guys locking in with us today. Subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Links are in the description below. And super chat whenever we're on, and turn the notifications bell on, please. We'll be back Saturday for the match reaction. So we'll be back then on Saturday. We're not sure if Kai is joining us or not.
Will we?
If he isn't, he'll be back next week.
Will we be
31st onwards. Huh?
Will we be back?
Who's we?
I'm messing.
Sorry, I meant the regulars.
I'm messing with you.
The
panel. The panel will be back.
Okay.
The panel will be back on Saturday.
We'll be back. No, we'll be back. Hopefully, we'll be talking about victory. I don't know if we're doing call-ins. If it's a victory, we might do call-ins because we might just want to celebrate shoving it down those fans' throats. So that'll be the best one. They're now my number one most hated fan base because of their arrogance.
Oh, Arsenal fans are gonna hate that.
Because Arsenal will be becoming more irrelevant and relevant, like
historical Leicester. Historical Leicester.
Leicester Pool, that's what they're called.
Spurs still top it for me.
Leicester Pool, yeah, they are, but for different reasons. Leicester
For
Pool
idiotic
fans.
ones.
Yeah. But like I say, thank you to Prime, Josh, San jumping on, for Real Chris, Marshall, and Will I Am. All acts are there, so please follow these guys. Doing good work. Marshall,
Daniel, you are a funny
DBDX.
guy.
Daniel, always coming in late.
Next season.
Next season, Daniel.
Nah.
Daniel, what are your sauces? That's all I want to know, Daniel. What are your sauces?
What are your sauces?
Answer
And
that.
what are you dipping in them?
Answer
They
that
hear
in
his
the
voice.
next
They hear
20
voices
seconds.
in their head.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying we're gonna have next season a front two of Haaland and Lukaku?
Yeah.
With Havertz in
Don't
behind.
forget
It's
Mbappe.
possible.
No,
It's
it'll be Mount
possible.
behind. It'll
We're not-
be Mount. It'll be Mount.
No. We spent too much money on Havertz. It'll be Havertz. So Mount is.
Ayo,
If
jinx
you're
it,
okay
man.
with
Jinx
that,
it. It's
you're
never
okay
gonna
with-
happen.
If you're okay with
Daniel,
doing that
what-
and having Mount being benched, it's fine.
What sauces do you have on that bus you're on, bro? What
Yeah,
sauces?
come on, man. Trust me, bro. That's not good enough sauces, man. And
And what are
they
you
telling
dipping
you,
in
man?
those sauces?
What are they telling you, man? Is it yum? Is it
Hey,
yum?
yo.
Fiotov?
Are we
Well,
dipping
well-
mozzarella sticks, chicken
well,
nuggets, chicken fingers?
All I'm gonna say, right?
Bit of
All I'm
soup.
gonna.
Or
I'll-
I'm sorry, chips.
I'll never tell someone what to do, but if it's Johnny, do not listen to him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we know that.
all I'm gonna say, like, if magically if Haaland comes next year, we're all in the
Big up,
boat.
Daniel.
But anyways,
No, why would he?
We'll see what happens.
Why would he?
We'll see what
Why would he?
happens.
Unless he's dropped his wage demands by like £550,000 a week.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Why would we be in the mud? I would still
Wait, guys,
expect 50
I
goal
think we should wrap
contributions.
up. We're just waffling now.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up,
It's
boys.
difficult stuff. Thank you very much, Will, for putting me back on track. Thank you very much. Kai's not here, so don't do drugs. If you subscribe to us, we'll be your best friends for life.
Apart from me.
Have a good day. Apart from Will,
Smash that like.
he's
I'm
a strange
16.
person.